Well, sir, we'd been out about an hour. It was still dark, you know. We were flying across Marie Louise. That's when the Japanese aircraft spotted us and made that hit. And that's when Luther, this fella here, that's when he left the ship. Circled once, time enough to drop him a rubber boat. Now, some New Zealanders in P-40 spotted him, though, and kept circling around him, while I flew across the island, landed alongside that sub, and let Joe and the Frenchman off. Now, by the time I got back to the other side of the island, our Navy planes were flying around in the air above this guy like a thick swarm of bees. They kept the Jap guns occupied while I slept down and scooped him off the boat. You would have thought this guy was a $90 million cruiser they were out to protect. There must have been 55, 60 planes.
62. You're not far off, Adam. Harbison here tells me this thing cost the Navy $600,000.
$600,000?
What the hell are you so happy about?
I was just thinking about my uncle. Remember my uncle I was telling you about? He used to tell my old man I'd never be worth a dime. Him and his lousy slot machines. Can you imagine a guy...
Why the hell did you do this anyway, Billis? What would make a man do it like this?
Well, sir, a fella has to keep moving. You know, you get kind of held down. If you're itching to take a trip, to pick up a few souvenirs, you know, you gotta kind of horn in, if you get the picture.
How did you know about it?
Well, I didn't know about it exactly, sir. It's just that when I heard Lieutenant Cable talk to that fellow DeBeck, right away I know something's in the air. Projects. That's what I like, Captain. Projects. Don't you?
Billis, you've broken every regulation in the book, and by God, Captain Brackett and I are going to throw it at you.
Yes, sir. Well, RJ. Now, my co-pilot asked on the whole thing, you know, and he thinks that, well, this fella Billis down in that rubber boat, all the planes flying around him, caused kind of a diversionary action. While the Japs were shooting at the planes and at Billis, well, on the other side of the island, that sub was sliding into that cove and depositing Joe Cable and the Frenchman behind those rocks.
Well, what the hell do you want me to do? Give the guy a Bronze Star?
I don't want any Bronze Star, Captain, but I could use a little freedom, a little room to move around in, if you know what I mean, if you get the picture.
Get out of here!
Yes, sir. A Bronze Star wouldn't be...
Get the hell out of here!
Yes, sir.
Well, Iron Belly, what would you have done?
I would have thrown it in a brig. I will, too, if I get the ghost of a chance.
And so, we are here. This is our first chance to send news to you. We have made contact with former friends of mine. We have set up quarters in a mango tree. No room, but a lovely view. First, the weather. Rain clouds over Bougainville, the treasuries, and New Georgia. We expect rain in this region from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Pardon? My friend Joe corrects me. 900 to 1400. And now our military expert Joe.
On you Navy, Marine, and Army pilots, write this down. Surface craft, 19 troop barges headed down the bottleneck, speed about 11 knots. Ought to pass by Banaka about 2000 tonight, escorted by heavy warships. There ought to be some way to knock a few of these off. As for aircraft, there is little indication of activity at the moment, but 22 bombers, Bettys, went by at 0600 southwest. There was a fighter escort, not heavy. They should reach...
Oh, boy. Where do you go? Oh, don't want to miss that takeoff. We'll be going out in waves tonight. Waves!